And we're getting the Mikey Husker. They're going to give it another shot here, folks. What do you reckon about it this time round? Is this a game where Beast Coast are very fearful of this Husker? Or do you think they've got the ways to deal with it and get the win and maybe push this series to game 3?
If they can get the connection of the spells, perhaps. But we see that Shopify, with this Death Prophet pick, they're looking to try to soak away that pressure and just get him to soak those spells up. Yeah, this is interesting. I don't think I've seen Safe Lane Death Prophet in quite some time. I know we saw it in China for some time, but I think it's been over a year that I've seen that been played.
What do you think it is about this game that makes Shopify Rebellion feel that this sort of dynamic with the DP and your position 1 can work out for them here?
That's a great question, Owen. I don't know.
Well, your sort of immediate reaction is you feel it's a risk? To kind of do something like this, to have your carry be the Death Prophet?
Well, I think what their actual thing is that he's a distraction, and Huskar is going to be that full carry, right?
Sure.
And the DP is just going to like run in and soak spells, and then let Mikey go for carry. Because I was actually looking at a bunch of builds here from Mikey. He goes some fun items, and they might go for a glimpse play. They might be able to get Mikey here.
It's going to be a lot of damage. I mean, Schofield can do some body blocks. Yeah, I have to push the back with the disarm.
Nicely done. I was just pulling up like his page because I know Mikey. He's a huge Huskar player. He goes a lot of different builds, Owen. You know, it's always standard, Armlet, like Aghanims, BKB, but then sometimes he goes like S and Y, Deso, all these kind of fun items. I'm looking forward to see what that adaptation is going to be. I think Mikey starting out low here is definitely a bit of an issue for him, though, in these first few waves versus Dark Mago.
As long as he doesn't die
yeah.
on the first sort of few levels, he should of course still get to the point where the Huskar's going to have that favorable matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as he can stand his own for probably the 2-3 waves, then he should be able to just stand fine. And then he's probably just going to be able to bully out the Tusk pretty well. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think the Death Prophet thing, it's more like he just wants to have a really good lane. And then they can actually shut down and perhaps even get kills onto this Timber Saw early. It's all magic damage, right? This Death Prophet, Spirit Siphon, plus Crypt Swarms with the Clockwork Battery Assault. Sacred is definitely at risk of dying pretty much the entire time that he's going to be up here.
Oh, bottom lane.
Get the kill.
The first blood, K1 takes out Crypt, and they'll also be able to do quite a bit to Saberlight.
They've got a glimpse. Oh, Schofield though.
The Scourge stuff to try and take out Schofield.
Worth it.
I mean, if anything, K1's going to be happier with that one. He gets both kills, and he gets the solo XP for taking down Saberlight, with Schofield already dying beforehand. So, the best situation there possible, really, for this Wraith King. K1, he's going to be super happy.
Great game for the Wraith King. Great lane for the Wraith King. And what a start for him. Enabling Hector, that's the name of the game always for Beast Coast. He's the one true king after all.
And what do you imagine the build's going to be there for a safe lane DP? Are we going to see auras still, or are we going to kind of see this like Rod of Atos DP that we see sometimes in the other roles?
That's what I was thinking as well too. I think maybe with the Clockwork, they might think they have enough catch, but honestly, I like the Atos build quite a lot, so I wouldn't hate it by any means. Maybe it just goes down like the regular tank up build, you know, Kaya Sanj, stuff like that, and then just goes for like BKB pretty early versus Schofield, but I'm not sure. I'm really curious to see what it's going to be. I'm actually going to see if he
has he done any safe lane?
I'm going to take a look.
RTZ on it.
I'll let you know in a moment.
In his pubs. Mid lane. Dark Marco going to get aggressive. Won't be able to do enough damage to take out Mikey, and of course in turn will end up taking a lot himself with the spears stacking up.
The answer is he has not. Not in the last few days. Maybe the chat will let me know and update us later on, but definitely not in the last 8 days or so. Must have been something they just thought was going to fit for this game and fit for the lane. Right now, doing pretty well, but the Timber is still just getting that farm, and soon level 3 up onto Sacred. And he's actually just foregoing reactive armor at the moment, just looking for full aggression, which is a cool approach. And yeah, Mikey's going to just be able to dominate now. He's going to be able to just absolutely free farm, unless there's a rotation, which absolutely can happen. As we know, the way Beast Coast likes to play, they do like to make these early moves.
Yeah, bottom lane. Despite sort of those kills, overall, Saberlight and Crit should still feel pretty strong down here.
I mean, Saberlight, once he gets Vanguard, he's pretty unkillable down here. Crit actually commits.
He's going in. And Schofield will put the Fairy Fire, and he'll live with that. Not quite able to get him there.
Nice attempt there from Crit. And yeah, there's the help. Stinger makes his way over, but Stinger? He'll have 8 stick charges, he'll be okay. Cool. So it looks like he's just going to leave Sacred a bit alone up top, and he's just going to be constantly rotating as
bottom lane. They're going to be able to find Saberlight. Another kill for K1. He's on a killing spree.
Played too far up. Got glimpsed. K1 phase boots finished. They're punishing this. They're punishing the Doom before he's able to get the Vanguard. That's huge, because that's when he's just going to be able to stand down there. K1 Wraith King. He needs, like, overall for him, like, if he's able to have this type of good game, that's where the itemization comes out to be able to deal with the Huskar. That big damage that's gonna come from his, like, Armlet Deso. Oh my God, Saberlight. Whew. He almost got glimpsed back to base. He TP'd right in front of the Disruptor. That was scary.
So they can continue to get more out of this spot on that Beast Coast. Doing fantastic so far down there.
Now starting to be a bit limited on the mana, though. And yeah, looks. I mean, Saberlight should, in theory, finish up his Vanguard before they get him again. And then they more than likely can't really pressure, and we'll see what Crit looks to do with early rotations as well. With that versus that Enchantress that's going to be moving. Mikey forces Mago out.
Dire's middle tower.
Top lane. Two of them. They will be able to find Stinger. TZ and Fly having enough damage at this point. Bottom lane again. They have got a glimpse as well to bring him back up to what's where. He's in trouble once more, Saberlight. Another kill for the two of them.
Saberlight. He's just getting punished. I mean, I guess Crit moved away. These are huge kills. I mean, they're slowing down that Vanguard a lot. I thought he'd just be able to sit down here, but...
Top lane, Sacred. He was thinking about getting back in onto Fly.
Here comes the move.
Yeah, with the rotation, they'll go for Fly.
They'll get him.
See if they can do anything about Arteezy. Not really much the Sacred can offer up, and in fact, Arteezy takes out Stinger.
Another round of spells in 7 seconds for Mago. Arteezy.
I mean, they're kind of scared of him.
I mean, Mago's just going to go in.
So there's the one charges, but indeed it's not enough to save Arteezy. Dark Mago sticks around and he takes them both out.
He knew. He just played around his cooldowns perfectly there on the Tusk. Nice rotations. A very clean early game so far from Beast Coast. The problem is, though, Mikey's a bit out of control. He's just having free reign on this mid tower. It's already down to half HP.
Fly's going to be quite annoying here with his haste rune. Won't quite have enough to kill him. I mean, he's still got the cogs in 4 seconds.
I mean, he's gonna be close.
What?
Whoop! He puts a tree. Is it enough?
Patrick's still in a second. Oh, he's not going to be able to make a play there with the cogs.
I mean, they lost their mid tower though. All that shenanigans Fly. I mean, it was just buying time. Mikey keeps the catapult alive the entire time and is able to finish it up. That's an armlet finished already. Mikey having the dream game.
Can any of Beast Coast heroes come towards this mid area, or do they all have to stay away from the Huskar?
They kind of have to stay away from the Huskar for some time. Bottom, Saberlight trying to get aggressive. A rotation, though. He has Vanguard, but with the Tusk, they do have kill threat.
They've got backup. Darmar goes in with a punch-up. Traps Saberlight in the shards.
K1
is getting very low himself, but he'll be able to keep his distance. He's going to be fine. We'll see if Schofield and Darmar have enough damage to finish Saberlight off. They get the glimpse. K1, he wants to get back in for the kill, and he does. Steps back in, takes him out with a crit. As Saberlight dead again 4 times in this laning stage, folks.
That is insane. I mean, Mago, he's doing the best he can with the little that he's been able to get, right? That mid matchup extremely difficult for him, and he's making pretty damn good rotations. But Mikey, this is going to be this is probably the fastest Roche of the tournament.
Gets good timing on the armlet with how quick he takes the tower down and straight into the Roche. 7 minutes. Aegis now on Mikey. Bottom lane, Saberlight, he's also going to get glimpsed back to base. Definitely having the roughest of starts right now on the map. Not having a fun time down there. He's got, to be fair to him, he's managed to hit quite a few creeps. 37 last is not bad at all. But definitely hasn't been able to put any pressure really onto K1.
No.
K1 is having a glorious time in the safe lane.
Yeah, I mean, Saberlight, he's died. It's just the thing is, he's still farming, but he's giving a lot to K1. Yeah, K1's top net worth by 500 gold. Saberlight's still 3,400, and Mikey also massive. All right, Arteezy. I guess it's gonna. All right, looks like he's revealed his build. It's gonna be the Witchblade. So armor to deal with the Tusk punch. Tusk. Oh my God. Tusk punch and the Wraith King damage that's gonna be coming in. Cool. I don't think I've seen that ever from safe lane at least. I've seen it from mid lane sometimes, but not too often. And he's gonna look to make a move. 2K lead here for Shopify. All things considered, even though Beast Coast is making these nice rotations, they're getting kills for K1. The difference just from the lanes is massive. The Timbersaw is shut down, the Tusk is shut down. Arrow? No way.
Oh!
What?
It's going to get him. Here come the Ghost from Arteezy. They're going to go all in on here. Onto K1. He has got his ult. So if they take him down the once, the question is if there's going to be any backup to help him the second time round.
They should just be able to get him twice.
Well, glimpse back Saberlight. Schofield trying to sort of body block up for any sort of chase, but Fly is coming in from the side. Can he close in on K1? The battery assault's there. He can. Fly able to get him with the battery assault and the cogs. They take K1 out a second time. Dark Margo will swing over to take out Crit and return.
Mikey's up top also, fighting Stinger. Sacred cannot fight this. He's got to run. Big moves from Shopify.
I mean, excellent arrow there to start things off from Crit. Catching K1 as he attempted to TP out and leave that area of the map.
Saberlight stuck. He had to just watch his buddy die. Now he's Shopify. They're the ones making the better moves here overall. Even though Beast Coast is getting kills, I mean, they're still just getting so much farm on Shopify. Like Saberlight, he's still going to have Midas at a good time. Arteezy's applying great pressure. They kill the most important hero on the map, too. They shut down K1. And the other two are just having a pretty miserable time. The Timberstone, the Tusk. Even though Mago, he's 3-0-2, like I said, making the most out of the little that he's been given, they're still just getting that much more on the side of Shopify.
Yeah, you just need to be able to find so much more as this mid Tusk to have any chance of keeping up the farm that there's someone like the Huskar. You know, Mikey's getting this game miles ahead right now.
They have to try to punish Mikey when he's sitting low somehow. They do have the burst damage from Sacred. But Mikey, he's playing just super clean, super smart Dota.
He's already out of there.
Just goes in farms jungle. And they're already going to be able to get this bottom tower as well.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Fly.
Okay.
Looking to pick up the level 6 here in the mid.
Beast Coast, limited ways to really push. They just have skeletons. Feels like that happens a lot for them. They like to just draft lineups. They like to fight, rather than go for any type of tower siege. The Ench is, of course, their best push, and they should be able to probably finish top. They are pinging it, though. I mean, Fly, he's making the move up there to maybe try to set up for a kill afterwards, but probably just to ask his team. He's like, guys, can we contest it? And they're probably like, nah. Crit, also, I mean, he's been kind of quiet this game, 0-2-2, but he's getting a lot of last hits on creeps. He's got 29 last hits, so he's actually approaching his Vessel pretty damn fast, and it's a really damn good Vessel game playing versus these 3 strength cores.
Dire are scanning.
Just getting more out of the map. Fly, Saberlight, looking to get aggressive. I believe Saberlight, he's got Midas. So even though like I said, even though he died a bunch of times bottom, he was still getting that farm.
They're just trying to find the catches here for Dark Margo, but Shopify Rebellion not getting caught at all right now. The pressure will start coming down onto the tier 1. See what they want to do about this. Saberlight turns up.
Mikey's coming in. He still has Aegis 30 seconds.
He's ready to fight, and he's going to go straight onto Dark Margo. The Static Storm will get thrown down by Schofield. See if Dark Margo can step away in time. He'll turn with the punch to try and hold back Mikey. We'll give him a chance to escape. Glimpse as well tears Saberlight back over to his side of the map. They'll turn their attention towards Schofield instead. They'll get the Disruptor.
Exorcism's available. They can look to keep going. Can't quite find anything here yet. I mean, Mikey, a fantastic use of the Aegis. It had like 10 seconds left. Forces a Static Storm on himself, and now he's going to be able to finish farm.
Arteezy.
BKB. Arteezy deep.
Farming at quite an aggressive position here. He'll get the siphons off. It's not enough to keep him alive, though. They'll take him out, Beast Coast.
I mean, incredibly deep. K1 was just like, oh, okay, I'll be handed another kill. I mean, K1, he has his work cut out for him this game. At least he's got 5 kills. What the heck? Arteezy. Completely by himself.
Still holding that advantage. 3k gold lead. I mean, in terms of kind of the supports as well, you start to see Crit getting far ahead with the quick timing he'll be finding on this Vessel.
Yeah, he's
super quick timing.
Yeah, pretty much has it done. Huskar BKB. And Arteezy, we see the full build that he is going for. It is going to be an early BKB.
Oh, there you go as well. Mikey here, smashing records. Fastest one that we've seen on a Huskar. 13 minutes and 34 seconds on the BKB.
He's also very high level, important to point out. 13 minutes, 50 seconds, he's almost level 13. He's keeping up with the game clock. K1 is getting close to Deso. So, I mean, he still is, like we said, very, very farmed. He's been handed very good situations in this game. Saberlight just walks right past the haste rune.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to allow Dark Margot to grab it. It'll turn towards Mikey. We'll force out the BKB from Mikey straight away. As Mikey will turn, and deep with the persistence of the haste rune, Dark Margot is going to be able to get away. That's a BKB baited out of the Huskar.
I guess Saberlight, I mean, maybe Mikey told him, hey, I'm coming to grab it, because Saberlight literally just walked right past it.
I mean, Shopify Rebellion, they're still going to try and find a fight out of this. Seeing if they can sweep him from the side, off the back of the smoke, still covering Crit and Fly. Fly's got the hook shot ready.
Spirit Vessel online. K1 very close to Deso. That's going to unlock potential for them to bring down this Huskar through the BKB. Not easy, still, of course, but still having a very, very good on this Wraith King. Very, very good game on the Wraith King. And yeah, Skeleton's actually getting some decent tower damage up here.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Now, Beast Coast, they want to go.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They know there's no Aegis, they know there's no BKB at the moment on the Huskar.
I mean, Arteezy, he's lingering.
Same area. And they're going to be able to start things off with a vision. The glimpse into the Static Storm. Arteezy, he's not got any backup near him. He'll get a Siphon off, he'll get a couple off, in fact, but it, again, is not enough to keep him alive. Punished once more again for farming inside the jungle of Beast Coast.
K1, looking for Saberlight. His team's connecting. I mean, 2 times now, Arteezy is getting picked off way too deep. Now they can actually turn this into a tower push. Deso's online. They have the Enchantress creep.
Yeah, they take it down super quickly.
No death profit for 10. They're going to go
Fly.
in.
He's going to try and start off the action. Come with the cogs. The Skeletons end up tanking the arrow. K1 dying pretty quickly here the first time round. He'll try and toggle his way through the burn damage, but won't succeed as that's the ult gone. Lose Stinger.
Now they have a window to go for him again, though, on the side of Shopify. Roche, it's soon going to be up, also 50 seconds. And that's the level 1 Wraith King ult, too. So it's 3 minutes on cooldown. See how they're going to take advantage of that on Shopify. I think Arteezy may be asking for his team to connect toward him bottom, because if he goes down again, that could be problematic. And Dark Mago and K1 are here.
I mean, they want to go for Schofield, it seems. They've got their eyes on the mid.
I mean, it's tough for them to just get a snag, though. No hook shot. They just have to land like a stray arrow. They're just going to run over and connect Arteezy. K1 just TP's top. It is going to be spotted from a ward. They're going to see both of these cores on the side of Shopify. So they'll see Mago, they'll see K1, and they're immediately going up. They're like, kill Hector. He's the only one who they really have to be concerned about, and he does not have reincarnate for 2 minutes.
Mikey's in. Dark Margot will try and help out with the snowball, and in fact, they turn and they blow up Mikey. He's in and he's immediately out. And now they can maybe look for more. They turn over towards Arteezy. He's got Saberlight by his side. Saberlight will drop the Doom down onto Dark Margot here as they kill K1. So if the Stinger can do anything to save Dark Margot, he cannot. The Doom will allow them to kill off the Tusk. Sacred, Stinger,
Static Storm.
Schofield. They're doing their best to try and turn things, see if they can take out Arteezy, but the damage is not going to be there. Shopify Rebellion stays standing strong. A Crypt Swarm takes out Stinger. Sacred will actually cut down Arteezy at the end of it with a Timber Chain. The Vessel's ticking him down low, though.
It's so close, 20 HP.
He's going to live. Okay, so at the end of it all, Beast Coast, they'll still get the kill on Arteezy. And Orca starts the fight there with Mikey just getting blown up completely by the physical damage of Beast Coast.
I mean, he just didn't respect how much damage they do. They knew he was there, though, Mago. They had this ward in the lane, so they saw the Tusk setting up with the Wraith King. Just seems to have caught Mikey off guard. It's high burst damage, high physical.
Yeah, and sort of different instances, yeah, that burst from the lineup and Beast Coast catching Mikey by surprise, and then at the end of the fight, catching Arteezy by surprise.
Absolutely. I mean, Sacred, he's, all things considered, you know, his lane top, it was a bit difficult. He never died, though. He's level 13, Kaya Sanj. He's scaling. Roche, it's back up, though. Very early. 18 minutes, that second Roche. Mikey, he's starting it. Wraith King ult, it's still on cooldown for 40 seconds.
They can't really get over at Beast Coast.
No, it's difficult.
There's a BKB done as well on Saberlight. Could anybody go for a steal? Fly. He's going to put a stop to any attempt from Sacred. Gets him with a hook shot in the cogs, holds them back on the high ground. Schofield's trying to step in, but won't be able to get in the pit. Aegis secured once again by Mikey.
Arteezy wants to find a kill. There's a glimpse available. He gets the slow.
Schofield, he's out of there. Nothing to put a stop to that.
Stinger. Hookshot still on cooldown. Just limited forms of catch on Shopify for now.
Darkmar goes in.
Nice. Saberlight has BKB though.
We'll pop it and try to turn towards Darkmar. They're running him down with the Vesper, keeping his heels though. Mikey jumps forward. Darkmar goes out. We'll use the couple of BKBs there for that though. It's definitely going to be feeling worth as they take out Darkmar, get rid of that mid-tusk.
He's really suffering. He had to go for like the blink dagger. He feels like they need it just to get some type of initiations, and he is really at the bottom of the cores right now. Even the supports on the side of Shopify are catching up to him.
They're going to see if they can go for Saberlight. I mean, of course, Saberlight is BKB's on cooldown.
Got him.
Sticking around to sort of push the wave out in the mid lane, ends up costing him his life there, Saberlight.
And K1, I mean, all they're trying to do is set up K1 for success. He's 7-2-3. BKB's finished. BKB Deso Armlet at 20 minutes for a Wraith King. That's pretty damn good. Arteezy.
I mean, and honestly, on paper, this is definitely a carryable game for a Wraith King.
On paper, yes. It's just the Huskar is definitely a problem. And I'm just really curious to see what build he goes down. As I mentioned, he does a lot of different builds in his pubs. Definitely likely that he goes the AC next. They're going for it.
He's in with the jump. See if they can take out the Aegis. They can. That's the Aegis gone.
He's got no BKB.
And there's still no Saberlight around to help out. He's still dead right now. They go for round 2. They can. They're in with the stun. He'll be able to push them back with the inner fire. Hook jump forward from Fly. He's trying to keep them off Mikey, but the crit comes in from K1.
Big damage.
Mikey taken out. Fly to fall as well. I mean, K1's doing it. This Wraith King, it's going to be a huge problem. This physical damage is only going to scale up. And if they're dealing with the Huskar, they're almost certainly going to be able to deal with this carry Death Prophet as well.
Yep.
They're going to fall off against K1's power.
I want them to build items to enable him even more, too, on Beast Coast. Like, get some type of Solar Crest and stuff like that. Set this guy up for success, because right now he's owning.
He can kill them all. He can absolutely kill them all this game, K1.
Any auras being built on the side of Shopify right now? I mean, no. I mean, Saberlight, not yet. He's just going for his own, like, the own greed build. Midas, BKB, Blink. Feels like they do need some type of buff up to be able to protect Mikey a bit.
Yeah, he just gets destroyed by these hard hits from the Wraith King.
Did I feel a prick in my joint?
I cannot believe how farmed he is. I mean, I can't believe that he's 12 kills total on K1.
I mean, you got that crazy start in the lane right with how sort of rough the early laning phase was for Saberlight. So many early kills for K1. And then outside of that, he's got to play them out perfectly. Very few interruptions to sort of his movements across this side of the map, and the involvement in the fights. Turns up and he's getting these big hits, these big finishing blows onto these huge carries.
And it looks like the approach actually from the supports is just going to be Force Staffs. It's a blink on the Disruptor. He had the queued up Force Staff, but I mean, when you look at Shopify's draft, their catch is literally only Clockwork. So if they do just get Force Staff, they can just keep disengaging, picking their fights whenever they want to around the Wraith King. It's a really good approach here from Beast Coast. Shopify, they have to start getting Arteezy involved somehow. I mean, he's 6-4-1, but 4 deaths is quite a lot. All right, let's see what they can do. Blink, it's finished on Saberlight. Feels like for Shopify, it's go, go, go time. Have to shut down Beast Coast somehow. Especially just K1. I mean, do they just 5-man gank him? I think it's absolutely worth it.
It really is. They've got to deal with this Wraith King. They've got to get K1.
Beast Coast.
Beast Coast is there. I think they're going to suspect that they're going for them. In fact, Shopify apparently they're going to go for the rest of Beast Coast.
Nice arrow.
They're going to ignore K1, go for the rest of the team. They get in with the jump and they blow up Sacred with the Doom laid down onto the Timber Saw. Not a chance for Sacred to survive. Darkmar buys a bit of time with the Snowball and is able to get the blink out off the back of it. Schofield hiding in the trees, but the ghosts of Arteezy will find him. 2 dead on Beast Coast. They ignore the Wraith King Shopify, and then they go for the rest of the team.
Okay.
And it's a successful play. 2 heroes dead.
Great hook shot, great arrow to follow. Lands perfectly onto the Timber. They get the Doom onto him and just delete him before he can do anything. And they get Arteezy involved. Yeah, they just ignored the Wraith King. It was one choice or the other, right? They decided to go for the bottom one.
And I think, yeah, this is definitely the correct one, especially with how close they were aware that Beast Coast were to being able to back K1. You go on K1, he had Reincarnation. So a high chance that would have led to a situation where Beast Coast were able to catch you by surprise, but Shopify Rebellion, and indeed making the smart call to just go for the rest of the team first.
And now for Beast Coast, I feel like it's time to go themselves. There's no Doom, there's no Exorcism, pretty much nothing at the moment left for Shopify. What move does Beast Coast want to do? Looks like the call is at the moment invade triangle. They're going to smoke up. Way stronger in these next few moments. What can they catch? How long on Arteezy's BKB? 20 seconds.
Look at the glimpse. The opening here onto Arteezy. K1's in on top of him. Sacred will be able to tank the arrows so K1 can continue to beat into Arteezy and take the Death Prophet down.
He's getting closer and closer to an AC already.
Dire's bottom tower is under
And Dark Margot
Radiant's top
closing in on Crit. Another Leapers at the ready though. Crit be away. Blink's going to be up in a second from Dark Margot. And he's able to find him. In with the punch up. Crit, he's out of leaps. All he has is a mech to pop to buy some time, but he'll still fall. It's Beast Coast to get the 2 kills. At the same time, they're getting the pressure in on the bottom lane.
They're making such quick movements around the map. Even though there's that 4K lead for Shopify, you're not really feeling it with the way that Beast Coast is just setting up for every one of these kills. Mikey, halfway to an Aghanims. He's still getting his timings pretty damn solid. It's just the Arteezy is just getting slowed down over and over and over again. 7 and 5. Stinger. They're eyeing Mikey. If they can chain stun, maybe they can have an option.
They're going to try. Dark Market's in with the jump. Him in the Static Storm. Will force Mikey to pop the BKB. He'll turn towards Stinger. 4-star away. Stinger still able to survive here in the trees.
They forced the BKB though.
Saberlight. He's going to get in and drop the Doom down onto Sacred. Pots the BKB. K1 trapped in the cogs for now. Pop his own BKB, but has to spend time breaking out of the cogs. He's going to try and commit in onto Saberlight, but he cannot stay on top of target here now, K1, and he's got to be careful with his BKB coming to an end. He'll try and turn and get the hits out onto Arteezy, but the Siphons are there. K1 falling low. Sacred gets back up the BKB, the Chakram on towards Arteezy. Arteezy punched up into the air, but he's still alive. Arteezy continues to survive. They'll take K1 down the ones. K1 on his second life will manage to finish off Saberlight, but Arteezy backs up. They find the kill on the Sacred. They can try and push him for more as K1 caught by the stuns. Mikey burns him down. Double kill for Arteezy. This fight, it's all Shopify's.
Oh, and they get the finish on Schofield. I think, did the arrow catch him at the end there? I think it did. Onto Hector. I think Crit actually got the lineup onto him.
I mean, something got him with a long stun along that tree line.
I mean, the only real stun they have is arrow, right?
There you go. It must have been indeed Crit finding the angle.
That was huge. You know what it was too? The AC was literally about to come onto the curve, like come out on the curve.
Did he not have it in the fight?
He didn't have it. You see it on the mini map.
If he had an AC there, I think Arteezy may have been dead.
I think so too.
He got very, very low as it was. And indeed, not quite able to get that delivery done in time.
Yeah, let me see. It was it was the arrow. I didn't see how close it was to him, but either way, it's the stun they needed to be able to bring him down. Mikey now has his Aghanims timing. Arteezy laughing.
He's in good spirits here.
He's like, I tanked spells, you know, I did my job. I'm just a distraction. Mikey's the real carry. A good fight from both sides, but Shopify, they come out ahead after that whole reinitiation.
Yeah, I mean, for Beast Coast, if they don't delete either the Huskar or the Death Prophet, they're going to have a tough time in these fights.
Yep.
And that was definitely the case there. They got so close to bringing one of the two of them down, but not quite able to do it that time round.
And he's getting tankier and tankier. That's the big thing. 25 minutes was it right before that fight? I think it maybe was, but either way, the Wraith Bands, you know, for Arteezy, they double up. He's going to have Shiva soon too, so he's starting to get tankier and tankier to deal with K1's burst damage. Nice stuff. And now Mikey, I mean, he's got an Aghanims, so now it's an extra form of catch for them that they were slightly lacking on the side of Shopify. And Arteezy will get away. Scouting out Roche. It's going to be a bit of a long spawn. One of the earliest third Roshans that we'll have spawning, though. High level also. Arteezy, even though he has died a couple of times here, like kind of out of, like maybe out of position and stuff like that, getting punished, he's pretty much the same as the Huskar, same as that Wraith King. Just keeping up with them. And yeah, Shivas, it's going to be done. So more heal reduction. They have Vessel, they have Shivas. Very strong items versus these tanky cores that Beast Coast has. Looking to fight. They've got Exorcism back up.
They need Fly to get the hook shot. Still hard to really get it catch with Arteezy being the one on the front.
All about securing Roshan. So they're just going to try to secure the area here on the side of Shopify. It's going to be 45 seconds, as we said. It's a very long spawn. And they do have a nice ward here from Beast Coast to be able to scout them.
Blink Dagger now on K1, so more of a chance he can immediately get in onto the target that the team's focusing and try and delete them. And it's going to be the BKB out there.
Okay. Easy is forced to use it, and that is before the Roche, so 20 seconds until it's up. And Beast Coast get a jump. Difficult to fight into high ground.
Flight. Gonna start things on Stinger. Mikey, he's in as well. Stinger will fall.
A great kill to start the fight.
So K1, he's going to try and go in onto Arteezy. Darkmar goes well. Let's think if they have enough physical damage to burst the Death Prophet, and they do. Arteezy's out for a minute. K1, he's going to go towards Fly next. Big damage here with the crits. Fly will immediately buy back in response. Snowball as well. It's going to protect him. Is the reincarnation yet to be popped? Now it finally will be. Mikey looks towards Dark Margo next. Dark Margo will tick down low to the burning spears and will die, but
Mikey
K1 picks another.
He's in trouble.
Another disarm, pushes back K1. Mikey standing his ground again with the armlet, keeping himself alive. K1 jumps back in there and finds the crit to take him down. Mikey out of the fight. K1 gets the triple.
Ooh, and it's around Roche. They might even be able to get the glimpse onto crit.
They've got the vision.
They will.
There's the glimpse back. Saberlight, he's going to try and help crit. He gets him with the stun.
No
Crit
way.
jumps away. They've actually killed K1. All right, Saberlight, he makes the call to stand their ground and fight, and it's enough to take K1 down. And that's definitely going to cause complications when it comes to going for the Roshan now for Beast Coast. They missed that opportunity.
They absolutely have.
We'll see if he still gets taken out here. Oh, Sting up.
Whoop.
He actually ends up on the low ground. So Saberlight, he's got a bit further of a chance to walk away from this one.
Glimpse in 10 mana. Schofield, Arteezy's respawning.
TPs are coming in. They're not going to be able to get Saberlight. He's able to walk away. They'll get the glimpse back onto Arteezy, sending him back to base. But yeah, it was sort of just overshooting the mark there with the 4-star Stinger. Tried to sort of force to clear the trees, get the vision for to get that last hit, but ends up being on the low ground. And not able to get the last touch in to take Saberlight down.
Are they going to be able to contest this Roshan now, though, for Beast Coast? It's 28 seconds for the Wraith King. Arteezy's probably going to run over with Mikey. Could be a hard one.
Saberlight and Crit going back in as they did to get that kill on K1 very much means that, what could have been a big turnaround point there for Beast Coast is taken away from them.
Yeah, it's almost like, sometimes this does happen with some of these SA teams with Beast Coast, a little bit lack of discipline. Maybe if they don't go for the kill on Crit and they just set up and go back for the Roche, maybe they'll have it, but that's a lot of maybes. Wild game back and forth again. Shopify, Exorcisms at the ready.
Yeah, they can go straight for this.
Yep.
They know it's going to take too long for K1 to really get over here.
He's close.
Actually,
he's running over.
But it's into Ghosts.
It sure is.
Can they really take this fight, Beast Coast? It's not going to be easy.
It's dying fast.
Fly pushing them back. Darkmonger's going to jump in. They look towards Fly. Stinger's trying to get into the pit. Saberlight's going to jump forward, push back Stinger. Mikey and Arteezy, they'll be able to continue to focus Roshan, and they'll finish it off. Aegis picked up once again here by Mikey. Cheese on Arteezy.
My God, these fights are just super back and forth. But now, Shopify, very comfortable position here. Full refresher, the refresher shard, the Aegis and the cheese now. Arteezy level 20, more heals, so they're going to come out from the Spirit Siphons if he doesn't get burst down. And the cheese, that's going to be a big difference maker as well. They've been able to pop Arteezy just because his BKB was down in the last fight, but now versus cheese, and if there's a BKB, going to be way more difficult. And the Tusk Dark Mago is falling further and further behind. It's literally just, it's Hector versus the world.
That's what he's going to go for next. He's going to try and get the overwhelming blink.
Mago has a Deso queued up this entire time, but they have had the Deso. Okay, good. I was going to say, what?
They don't want double Deso.
No.
They don't want double Deso.
Okay.
And either way, of course, just getting a Deso late always feels kind of rough with the fact you're not going to have those stacks that you want to build up. So getting the Ags, good luck for the kickbacks.
Yep, and it's pretty cool to be able to reset fights and pick and choose their battles. If you see that Exorcism pop, to boot them away.
Yeah, either of them, right? Booting the Huskar out of the middle of the fight or booting the Death Prophet out of the middle of the fight. They're both going to feel pretty sad, sort of held and slowed down at the side of the action.
This game is crazy. Aghanims for Sacred. Still very farmed, but difficult for them to deal with all three of the heroes on Shopify as Arteezy somehow claims the top net worth on his team. All things considered, pretty damn good. Showing that he can play Death Prophet as well. Stinger gets brought down. Starting to get big momentum on the side of Shopify.
Allies disappear.
Full Ags on Disruptor.
Oh my. What the? Schofield?
I mean, that is one of those items
Okay.
Radiant structures are
that can really make the difference, right? If Shopify Rebellion aren't prepared for this. I mean, we'll see if he's able to sort of make some sort of move where he can catch them by surprise. Back in the
K1.
river, Dark Margo.
K1?
Radiant's bottom
He's got a, he's not got
He's got,
TP.
he does not have
It's
it.
cooldown.
Can he blink and hide?
Get the blink off. Has to sort of hide for 10 more seconds until that TP's available.
They
The Rockets
see
are
him.
going to see him.
Oh, K1. Oh, no.
And there's no one to come up and connect with him.
Oh, great play from Arteezy. I mean, he recognized that. He's like, I'm just going to slow him with Witchblade. My team's got him.
Yeah, cogs are down as well, so there's no chance for a blink out on the respawn. It's K1 out for 80 seconds, and he does not have buyback.
Massive play. 70 seconds. I mean, they can get the push going really fast on the side of Shopify. Might just, yeah, I think they can just threaten high ground with Exorcism. Once Arteezy got finished, I think that is what does he actually have? Clicking all over the place and I'm missing everything.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
Okay, it is the refresher. So he'll have double ult, double BKB. And of course, all those massive Spirit Siphon charges that he gets replenished. Yeah, the push, it's coming, 20 seconds.
I mean, they're going to know he's not got buyback.
Stinger gets a cheeky ward behind them. At least he's going to be having that information, but they're just committing in.
Radiant's top tower is
I think Fly is telling them, watch out for this disruptor.
I've got a little bit of backdoor protection, but now the creeps are coming in on the top lane.
Radiant structures
Big opportunity found for Shopify.
I mean, 5 seconds, they're not going to feel confident sticking around to force for the barracks with the raking back in play.
Lips. We'll force that BKB. That ward that was placed earlier from Stinger actually forces a BKB out there from Arteezy, but they're camping high ground. Arteezy instantly pops his refresher. He's ready. Oh!
What? Oh, Sacred.
Uh-oh. He was moving his items
I
around.
think he was, yeah.
All these things add up. They need every little thing to be able to take these fights now on Beast Coast versus Shopify.
Thing up. They've got the vision set up here now, Beast Coast. They know what Shopify Rebellion's trying for. Dark Margo's thinking about going in.
Schofield? Uh-oh.
Oh, he also jumped in aggressively himself.
Big
And
mistake.
they're going to get the jump on him. Schofield's in trouble. He's
And
going to get
Doom.
taken down before he can get any spell off. The Doom drop down on the Sacred. Sacred also to fall. And Dark Margo will get his BKB off. He'll kick back Fly.
But here's Mikey.
But the rest of Shopify Rebellion will run him down. The BKB soon to come to an end, and they're ready to dive in.
bottom tower is under
He'll protect himself momentarily with the snowball, but there's no way out for Dark Margo. He's dead as well. As the push is coming in, they can take the tier 2, and they can look to go high ground once again. Here's Shopify Rebellion.
They tried to go for this weird initiation on Mago and Schofield, and they just end up blinking and feeding themselves forward. I mean, Shopify, they're playing so much cleaner. Beast Coast, these mistakes really adding up. They may lose 2 sets here.
No reason for Shopify to back off this time.
I mean, Stinger trying to get his own push going, but he's going to pay with his life.
Mikey, he's going to head back and pick up a kill. Or at least try to. The heals.
He should get him.
I mean, back on the defense. K1's been taken down once. He's trying to get in and try to hold it. Pretty much 1 versus 4. Hookshot's going to be off the mark. And Schofield's in. He gets the Static Storm down, but the Glimpse control's not quite there to hold Arteezy in the ult. So Arteezy's able to step back, pop the cheese back up to full HP.
Mistakes compounding. Rax almost drops bottom, but either way, it doesn't matter because Shopify, they've got this bigger push going. K1, no ult now for 30 seconds.
They're going to get the second melee Rax. Sableye, he jumps back in.
Arrow.
He's in with the setup. They get the catch on to Schofield.
Nicely done.
Dark Margo.
Oh, he gets doomed.
It's back online. Sableye ready to drop it again. Comes down onto the tusk. Dark Margo's got to back away. Sacred's going to get caught here by Mikey. Jumping in with the ult. Pops the refresher. A second one to keep this Timbersaw controlled as Sacred's out of the action for AT. He'll buy back straight away. But the damage being done here by Shopify Rebellion.
Honestly, I think Saberlight's landed like the perfect Dooms all game. He just always finds one of these core targets. Oh, kick.
They get the kick back onto Arteezy, but the BKB's there. Mikey's ready to back Arteezy up. Jumps in, over towards Dark Margo. Dark Margo trying to turn with the punch, but Dark Margo's taken out. K1, he'll go down. See if he can do anything with his second life. He's going to be almost certainly on his own, though. Sacred's dead. K1 controlled a second time round, out of the game for good. As with no buybacks available, this
GG.
one, it's over. GG is called. Shopify Rebellion take game 2. And with that, the series 2-0.